Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. I got a late video for you here. Reason why it's so late is because I was watching the Pacquiao-Thurman fight, and my uncle Manny still got it. I am super pumped right now, so I thought I'd shoot a video out. He's not really my uncle, but I thought I'd shoot a video out because while I was out watching the fight, Marvel had their Hall H panel, and this whole Comic-Con was Marvel's to steal because no one else thought to have a big presentation at Hall H. Darren is over there. Look out for Darren's videos. He already put out, I think, one or two vlogs showing off some of the stuff. He met Boss Logic, so that was cool to see Darren on the floor. I'm pretty jealous right now. But let's go ahead and talk about what Marvel announced in Hall H. So I'm just going to go through these really quickly. We'll do more videos on these in the future. And I know there are definitely some DC topics that you guys want to hear about. The whole Brandon Routh coming back as Kingdom Come Superman. Snyder Cut news. Snyder's original ending to Justice League was revealed, so we'll talk about that in future videos. But we have to throw a bone to the Marvel fans on our channel. There are a ton of things. Phase 4 was announced. You can see the image here. I'm looking at an article from The Verge right now, so I didn't get to watch or really dig into all the news, but there are definitely some big things to talk about and some things that I'm excited to talk about in particular here. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and read through this article, and I'll kind of stop and comment throughout. So Marvel Studios Phase 4 of its Marvel Cinematic Universe will include 10 movies and Disney Plus series when it launches next year, with 2021 looking especially crowded. President Kevin Feige appeared at San Diego Comic-Con for Marvel's 90-minute appearance in Hall H, where he gave plenty of lengthy updates on Phase 4. So just to add some dialogue into that right there, yeah, Disney Plus, I'm definitely getting it. I know some of you guys are staunch haters of Disney. I am not. And I am definitely getting it, especially I'm really getting it for The Mandalorian. Big Star Wars fan. I'm definitely going to be doing some coverage on The Mandalorian when it does come out. And definitely I'm going to watch all the MCU stuff too. And I'm hoping it's going to be really hard to keep up because they got the movies going. There's so many TV shows out there. It's going to be really hard to keep up. But I think we'll have some reasons to keep up after we go through some of this here. So it says the Phase 4 slate that Marvel unveiled includes the following: Black Widow, May 1st, 2020. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Fall 2020, and that's going to be a TV show. The Eternals, November 6th, 2020. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, February 12th, 2021, and that one has actually some casting there. WandaVision, Spring 2021. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, May 7th, 2021. Loki, Spring 2021, What If, Summer 2021, Hawkeye, Fall 2021, and Thor, Love and Thunder, November 5th, 2021. Feige made a surprise announcement at the end saying that he didn't have time to address where the Fantastic Four or the X-Men would end up in the franchise, but that one additional project will be Blade, which will feature Mahershala Ali. Okay, a lot to go ahead and talk about right there. So, let's go ahead and just start from the top there. So Black Widow, May 1st, 2020, coming out next year. Black Widow, again, this is a project that I'm probably least excited for on here. That and Loki maybe, but you guys probably have some reasons why you are excited for Loki. But Black Widow, I thought where she ended off in Avengers Endgame, I thought to myself, man, there's no way they're going to end Black Widow like that, because of the fact that at the end of the movie, there's a huge tribute to Tony Stark, but there's nothing for Black Widow, which made me think that, hey, she's going to get brought back somehow. And I know that everything we've been hearing about Black Widow, at least everything that I've heard, is that it is a prequel movie. But I have a feeling that maybe that's not the whole story. Perhaps she is still alive. I don't know. I could be totally wrong right there. But yeah. I'm not incredibly excited. I have seen the leaked photos. Taskmaster seems to be the prevailing theory of who the person was in those photos, but I'm not sure. I'm not very excited for it, but hoping I get surprised when the movie or trailers do come out. So I'm definitely keeping an open mind. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Fall 2020. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they definitely, Anthony Mackie and I am blanking on the Winter Soldier's name right now. they definitely had some good chemistry, you know, especially in Civil War, where you see them kind of go back and forth, and you could kind of see a TV show in there. But yeah, getting to see Falcon, I wonder if he's going to wield Captain America's shield in the movie, or I'm sorry, in the TV show. That'll be interesting to see. But I'm not really familiar with any storylines that may come out of this TV show, so I don't know. I'll definitely check it out, and we'll see if I like it. The Eternals, November 6th, 2020. This is the movie that unfortunately is getting underway. Well, not unfortunately. Maybe for you Eternals fans are super excited for it, but I was excited to hear about the New Gods movie. You know, it was a movie that I thought should be pushed back for later on, but I was like, damn, the New Gods, that sounds cool. And then obviously Kevin Feige doing his thing like he did when Batman v Superman came out, infamously greenlighting Captain America Civil War once he heard Batman v Superman was being made. He put out the Eternals, which is kind of like the MCU version of the New Gods. So, and of course, a Jack Kirby project. So, the Eternals, you know, it definitely has some great talent attached to it. We got Angelina Jolie. Last I heard, Richard Madden, I think his name was, Robb Stark from Game of Thrones, and it looks like Eleven from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown might be a part of it too. And that was just a rumor. I'm not sure if that part is true, but definitely has some talents attached to it. And you know, I don't know too much about the Eternals, so I'm not incredibly hyped, but I imagine they're going to do some big things to it, especially when they were introduced in something like Guardians of the Galaxy. So, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So, it looks like we're going to actually get the Ten Rings alluding to the Mandarin, I'm assuming. I haven't read into it so much, but I know we do actually have a Shang-Chi cast, and it's going to be someone that you guys might not even be familiar with, because I don't think I am. So, let's see. It will be Simi Liu. I think Liu. I'm not sure how you say that. He is, I believe, our Shang-Chi, and I'm not sure who that is actually, but Aquafina is getting some more serious roles, and I know she has this serious movie, which actually looks pretty good, coming out. About her grandmother, soon to pass away. So that looks pretty good. Tony Leung, I'm not sure how to say that either. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. Hits theaters February 12, 2021. The idea of doing a Shang-Chi film is really intriguing to me. I think this could be really cool. You know, there definitely isn't a lot of Asian representation in Hollywood. Not to the extent of at least other ethnicities and things like that. So this is definitely cool, and I definitely think it could be a great movie, especially with talented martial artists attached to it. Again, I'm not really familiar with these actors, so but this definitely has me really intrigued, especially because, again, it's something that we haven't seen out of a superhero movie before, or not so much at least. So let's go on commenting. Let me know if any of you guys are big Shang-Chi fans, by the way, because I gotta say, I don't know a lot about Shang-Chi. WandaVision, spring 2021. Yeah, you know what? Vision didn't get any love in Avengers Endgame, and you know, it'd be cool to see him back. This whole WandaVision thing, romance. I know it's a thing in the comics. I'm not sure how much I've actually bought it on screen, so I'm going to check it out for sure, but I'm not sure if this is one I'll be keeping up with. But this is not the end we're going to see from Scarlet Witch, and which we'll talk about next. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That's a crazy name. May 7th, 2021, and I absolutely loved the first Doctor Strange movie. I loved everything about it. It's one of those movies that are kind of underrated in the MCU, at least in my opinion. And I believe, again, I haven't dug into all the news yet, as I just got done watching the fight. I believe Scarlet Witch will be in this movie as well. So, you know, her and Doctor Strange, with their abilities, it's kind of it's a no-brainer that you put them in a movie together. So I'm not sure what the story or the premise is going to be yet, but it's Doctor Strange. Count me in. I'm already all for that. Loki, spring 2021. I told you guys that in the beginning that I'm not so excited for Loki, and that's because I think this character has kind of run its course for me. You know, Tom Hiddleston definitely brought him to life in a great way, but the character itself is not something that I was incredibly in love with. Definitely a joy to see on screen, but I think I'm over Loki. You know, people probably super disagree with me, and I know Darren disagrees with me, but I'm over Loki. I don't know. I'll probably check it out, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep up with it. So, what if summer 2021? And again, I haven't dug into it yet, but I believe what ifs are just as like it sounds, what if storylines with a lot of characters. So that's really intriguing. That's something that's really cool, like almost like an Elseworlds type thing. Yeah, and I think that's animated. If I'm wrong, comment down below. But I believe What If is animated, the What If series, and I think a lot of the actors from the MCU are going to come by and reprise their roles in with their voice. So Hawkeye in fall in 2021. Hawkeye, not a character that super intrigued me, at least on screen, and I know his daughter's going to play a big part in this movie. And you know, for a lot of people in the movies, that whole dynamic that only slightly got explored in Avengers Endgame is a really touching and really intriguing thing for a lot of people. I know people were bawling when they saw that scene in Endgame, and yeah, I guess, I don't know, I believe that's a TV show, and I'll probably check out first episode. If I like it, I'll keep watching it. If not, we'll see how intrigued they can keep me. Again, this is like overload with all this MCU stuff, so it's going to be really, really hard to keep up, but we'll definitely try. Okay, this one, definitely intriguing for me. Thor, Love and Thunder, November 5th, 2021. Now, the Thor movie, the first Thor movie, actually, this is an unpopular opinion. I actually really loved the first Thor movie. Second Thor movie, not so much. Third movie, I enjoyed, but you know what? The Taika Waititi, you know, this is another unpopular opinion that I hold, and I believe Darren disagrees with me, you know, that it was too comedic for me. Like, I loved the balance that Thor 1 had with the comedy and the seriousness of the character, and where they're evolving. I know Chris Hemsworth kind of loves it, but where Thor has been going lately, not super intriguing to me. But don't get me wrong, I am definitely in for this movie because I do think Chris Hemsworth is a great Thor, and we do know that Natalie Portman is going to be coming back, and she is going to become Lady Thor in this movie, so that's a big thing too, already announced. But I'm glad Natalie Portman is back. I do think, Tessa Thompson is back as well, and of course they've been paired together before, and most recently in their flop, I think it was a flop, MIB. I didn't watch it. It didn't sell me on the trailer, so we're gonna see them together again. And Thor, Love and Thunder. And if I heard correctly, I was scrolling through Twitter or Instagram, and they were saying that it's going to do the I forget the writer's name on top of my head. They're gonna do a popular Jason Aaron run of Thor. They're gonna do some sort of storyline from Jason Aaron's run. Not sure. I gotta catch up on Thor. That's a character I'm actually really intrigued with. So I'll probably grab a bunch of the trades and graphic novels for Thor to catch up. If you guys have suggestions for me for getting into Thor, let me know in the comments down below. I've heard some of you guys mention the Jason Aaron run before. And basically, Fantastic Four and X-Men, I heard was in development, but obviously Kevin Feige doesn't have to announce any of that so soon. I know fans are going to they're salivating for that, but it's kind of too early to really announce it, to be fair. But something that gets me excited, Blade is going to be back in the MCU, and I don't think we're sure whether it's going to be a TV show or a movie. But Mahershala Ali is such a talent. He was where did I first see him? I probably first saw him at he was in Moonlight, which won an Oscar, I believe, and also he was Luke Cage's villain in the first season, or one of the villains, and he was great. Absolutely loved it. I haven't yet seen True Detective season 3, and I do want to watch it. I heard it's season 2, the first episode. Didn't watch it, but True Detective season 1. Amazing, and I heard season 3 is better, but he's a big part of that. So Mahershala Ali's Blade totally looks the part, but I know Wesley Snipes was vying for that role still. I think he held hope that he was still going to be able to play Blade, but I imagine that Kevin Feige will find something for him to do, just a nod to the fans of the old Blade movies, which I actually really enjoyed for the most part. But Mahershala Ali as Blade sounds great. So yeah, that is all of the announcements. Did I skip out on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? I'm not sure if we got that on there. Yeah, I don't see that on there, but I imagine Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be announced soon. If not, because I know James Gunn is, once he's done with Suicide Squad over there in DC, he's gonna come back for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A lot of stuff. You know, Marvel is definitely taking some chances here now that they have a fully established, they have kind of a monopoly on the superhero game and critics. So they're doing something right. You know, I can't hate on them. I'm not as invested in the Marvel movies, though I watch everything and I enjoy watching everything as I am with the DC side of things. So I'm excited. You know, I'm glad they're taking risks. And yeah, all this sounds really exciting. You know, I'm really excited to see where Marvel goes from here, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to talk about. If I did miss anything, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because we'll definitely talk more about some of this stuff coming out of Comic-Con. I'm sure I did miss stuff, and I'm sure you guys will let me know. Oh, and by the way, it looks like Avengers Endgame will be soon breaking Avatar's record for highest grossing movie of all time, I think by the end of this weekend. So, dang, Marvel is doing something right. Stay tuned for our videos covering all the other stuff coming out of Comic-Con. There's DC stuff to talk about for sure. Let me know what you guys thought about all these announcements in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you can. Subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.